Erin, are you there? I'm afraid that there is something we must talk about. Are you at work right now? Please answer me right now.
Hey, Kathy. Yes, I am at work today, just like I usually am these days.
You know, you have got to stop all this nonsense and finally think about quitting. I mean, you come home tired and just make everyone some of the worst food I've ever tasted. It's shameful, really. I'm sorry, but I just had to come out and say it. I want you to quit your job right now so that you can take care of me and the house full time.
Wait, what? You want me to just walk out of the office and quit right now?
Just think about it. If you spend all your time at home, then you could practice getting much better at cooking, and then we all wouldn't have to suffer when you cooked for us. I can even teach you how to cook.
Look, Kathy.
You won't even have to buy the ingredients. Or rather, I should say that I won't let you go out and buy any ingredients. The fact is that the real skill of cooking comes from what you are able to make with what is in the fridge at any given time.
Kathy, I'm sorry, but I am in the middle of a meeting right now. Can this wait?
Wait, what? You're texting me in the middle of a meeting?
Yes, it is. I have a lot of them as upper management.
What? The company lets women in the upper management? Is that supposed to be a joke or something?
I don't really get what me or anyone being a woman has to deal with the job that we have. I mean, what decade do you think we're living in? You seriously need to rethink some things.
Wait a second. I get it now. I finally understand why you're so awful at cooking.
Why is that?
That's the thing. You just care way too much about your job and it's leading you to ignore your family. I think you should know that after you get married, you can just let the men do all the hard work for us fragile ladies. I mean, you're married now. Your job is just to stay home and cook and clean, not to earn money. Now hurry up and quit so that you can come home.
Okay, well, the meeting is about to start, so I guess we can talk about this later. But anyways, I've gotta go.
Wait, Erin! Come back! We're not through here! Hey, Erin. Are you there? Was my mom messaging you at work today? She was texting me as well, complaining and saying things like how you never listen to her and how you need to spend more time at home and get better at cooking and those sorts of complaints. I think she really doesn't like the fact that you're working. Honestly, my phone was just buzzing with messages for a few minutes straight.
Oh, hi there, Donnie. You must be pretty tired with all of that during your business trip.
It's not really a big deal. I just want to know what happened between you two.
Well, it's just like you said. Your mom told me that I'm a terrible cook.
So you mean that she said all of those things to your face too?
Well, you remember I tried making dinner for everyone on Christmas Eve? I think it was after then that your mom's complaints started getting much worse.
But that can't be right. I mean, that was probably the first time that she'd ever even had your food.
Well, she is right. I'm definitely no pro chef or anything close to that. And I guess it's possible that I don't cook things that are suited to everyone. But I just never thought that I would be made fun of so harshly for it.
Well, you know what? I seriously think that you make great food. I mean, if I'm being honest, it is just one of the many reasons why I love you so much. In fact, just the other day, I was thinking about how I wanted to go home earlier because I missed your cooking so much.
Donnie, you really don't know how much I needed to hear something like that today. Thank you so much.
Of course. And I really mean it too. I also just want you to know that I'm sorry my mom has been staying with us for so long. I really don't know why she's choosing to complain about your cooking of all things. Maybe I should try talking to her about this.
You think so? You think that might help if you do that?
It might, but knowing how stubborn my mom is, it's anyone's guess what she will say.
Oh, I see. Well, just keep me updated about whatever you choose to do. Please.
No! This is just not going to do. Honestly, how do you even make food this bad? Huh. I really thought that with Donnie out of the house that you might have taken it upon yourself to learn how to cook better. But instead, you're still just cooking up the same slop.
How can you just start a conversation like this? Are we seriously going to have to talk about my food again? Besides, with Donnie out of the house, I'm barely even cooking anymore.
And that is exactly the issue. You're not cooking, so you're not getting any better at it.
Okay, hold on here. I just want to remind you that Donnie and I are letting you live at our house for a while as a kind gesture, but I think you're overstepping some boundaries here.
I am your mother-in-law. I can do and say whatever I want, thank you very much.
And just what gives you that impression, huh? Where do you get off?
Donnie is my child and you are his wife. That means that it's your job to take care of me, your job to listen to me, and your job to do as I say. And you're supposed to do that all without complaining one bit. Do you understand now? Now then, are these your meals that you left in the freezer? I tried eating one of them and I could instantly recognize that no love was put into it.
I didn't put anything in the freezer. Like I said, I haven't really been cooking at all ever since Donnie left for his business trip.
But there were meals in the freezer. How do you explain that? What is this even supposed to be? Some kind of stew or something like that?
I never made any kind of stew, and I certainly didn't put any leftovers in the freezer.
You know, literally any food you touch just turns to slop. I mean, what kind of flavoring is this even supposed to be? Everything about this is just absolutely awful. If I keep eating your cooking, I'm probably going to end up in the hospital.
Are you even listening to me anymore? I am trying to tell you that the food is not mine.
Well, good, because I threw all of it away. So what do you think about that? There is no way that I can just leave this poison here for my little Donnie to eat when he comes home.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you cooked that food.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Except that the other day, you told me that you made too much food and that you wanted to leave the leftovers in the freezer for Donnie to have when he comes home. Remember? I had some for dinner and put the rest in there. I told Donnie that you had left some food in the freezer for him before he left.
Wait, hold on. Is that right? Is that really what happened?
It is. I haven't been cooking at home because I'm always working overtime, so I have my dinner at work. Although I guess it seems that Donnie must have just left the food there without eating it.
So then, you mean the food in the freezer really is mine?
That's right. You're the only other person who could have made it since I have been too busy to cook.
Oh, well, you know what? I think you might be right about that. Now that you mention it, I had that awful cold a few days ago and maybe it affected my memory. Maybe I cooked it all then.
Oh, really? Is that what you think happened? Well, it sounds like your memory might still be being affected. You should probably just rest today.
That's right. I should rest. I work hard every day and I deserve a good rest now and then. Erin, are you there? Did something happen? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm here. What's wrong? What do you think happened?
Well, my mom was messaging me and she told me that you went crazy and were yelling at her something awful earlier.
Your mom said that I was yelling at her? About what?
She said something about something to do with food. I don't know what's going on. Did something happen? Is everyone okay?
I really can't think of anything that she could be talking about. But yesterday she was messaging me again. She was complaining about some food that had been left in the freezer. She heated it up and messaged me to complain about how awful she thought it was. Does any of that sound right?
Was it a stew that she heated up and ate?
Yeah, it was a stew. She said that she had some extra for you and left it in the freezer to have before you left on your trip. So I guess that it had been there since before you left.
Oh, so it was that stew. Yeah, that was just awful. I couldn't bring myself to finish it.
Wait, so you know what stew it was and you actually tried it?
That's right. My mom calls it her secret recipe when it comes to stew, but all it is heaping spoonfuls of sugar and butter. I'm talking like a cup of sugar and a whole stick of butter here.
Why would she do that to stew? What is the matter with her? That's crazy.
Well, I knew that my mom was never really that skilled of a cook, but her stew, it tastes more like some kind of thick, gross medicine than it does a meal or anything like that.
Something tells me that your mom is the type of person who likes to cook for others but won't actually try her own meal after she serves it, right?
Ding, ding, ding. You guessed it. Breakfast was always fine because we just have toast with some butter and jam. And everyone always took care of their own lunch for the most part. But family dinners? Ooh, I remember one time when I was a kid. She thought it would be a good idea to mix in yogurt with fruit chunks into a soup she made once.
And no one has ever told her not to do that? Or that no one who cooks has ever done that?
People have tried telling her. Many times, actually. Believe me. But she doesn't listen to what she doesn't want to hear, you know?
Actually, now that you say that, that sounds exactly like your mom.
I guess I should be glad that at least with her staying with us, you've gotten to know her so well now. But actually, one of the reasons my dad divorced her was because she just wouldn't listen. Then she would always go on about how she was the victim and everyone was out to get her.
Oh, I see. Wow, so she can really get that bad then, huh?
Yeah, you really have no idea. I mean, my older sister basically cooked for the whole family from the time she was in middle school until she moved out of the house. After I moved out, I managed to take care of myself as well. But that's why I was so shocked when my mom chose your food of all things to complain about. I mean, she's only been staying with us for a little bit. She really doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm so sorry she's been putting you through so much.
Well, at least she hasn't really blown up on me or anything. Just plenty of annoying texts.
Right. I just hope that she doesn't get any worse.
Kathy, what is the meaning of this? What is going on here?
Oh, did you just get home right now? Well, what do you think?
I want to know why all the food from our fridge is gone. What happened to all the food? Are you telling me that you did this?
That's right. I took out all of the food from your fridge and drove it over to my house.
Why would you do something like that? What is the matter with you?
From this day forward, you're going to learn what it means to take care of me.
What are you even talking about?
At the end of this month, you will quit your job. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Seriously, have you lost your mind or something?
You care way too much about your job. And thanks to that, you make some of the worst food that I've ever tasted. Well, all of that ends now.
But you can't just get rid of all the food in someone's fridge. I mean, don't you think that this is taking things just a little far?
If you really must know, I think that I'm taking it easy on you. You need to learn to be a good wife. I mean, do you remember that meal you cooked for us on Christmas Eve? You told me that you cooked it all by hand. Remember?
Yes, I remember that because it's true.
Don't you lie to me, you little brat. I know for a fact that you ordered that food from a restaurant and had it delivered. There is no way that you could have made something that good.
Wait, hold on. So you liked the dinner, but you think I couldn't have cooked it because it tasted too good?
Well, of course! What other explanation could there even possibly be? I mean, honestly, don't you have any shame in ordering food and calling it your own? That really pissed me off, you know. Did you really want to try and impress me that much? And then you have to take it a step further than that, and you put something in my stew. How else could it have gotten so nasty? Honestly, not being able to cook yourself is one thing, but sabotaging someone else's food? Just where do you get off acting like that? When will Donnie finally wisen up and divorce you?
Oh, really? Is that what you think is going to happen? You really think Donnie would go along with that?
Not if you do well on your training and do exactly as I say.
Well, I guess that I am so sorry for being a crappy wife. But if that is really how you feel, then I just won't cook for you ever again. How does that sound?
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
What do you think I mean by that? I am finished dealing with you. Donnie, are you there? I'm really sorry, but I just can't take it anymore and I'm spending the night in a hotel.
What happened? I'm on my way to the airport now.
Your mom, you won't believe this, but she took all of the food out of our fridge and moved it into the fridge at her house.
Wait, what? Why would she do that? What is the matter with her?
It's a really long story. I'll send you some of the screenshots from my talk with her. After that, it's up to you how you want to react.
Right, well, okay. I guess I'll see what all of this is about. Mom, you have got some serious explaining to do right now. Oh my. Donnie, what could all of this be about? I just got a message from Erin telling me that she is going to stay in a hotel for the night tonight. All right, yes, I know all about that. Honestly, that wife of yours. You know, I tried to teach her how to be better, but I just don't think she has it in her. Anyways, don't worry. I've cooked a big meal for you when you get back. No, I am not going to be having a single bite of whatever it is that you threw together. Excuse me, what is the matter with you? How could you say that? No, what I want to know is how can you even talk about trying to teach my wife to be better? Where do you get off? And just who do you think you are to be complaining about her cooking? What is your deal? Well, Okay, look, do you remember the meal that she cooked for us on Christmas Eve? Of course I do, and I know that you think she didn't make it, but the fact is that that was all Erin. No, you don't understand. She really ordered it from a restaurant. It was all a lie. It was not a lie, and I have proof because I was helping her in the kitchen. So then, that means that the stew in the freezer was really... That's right. The stew was all yours. Erin had nothing to do with it at all. That stew is without a doubt 100% your cooking. What are you saying? That can't be right at all. It is true. I saw that someone had left it there for me, took one sip, instantly knew it was yours, and put it right back because of how nasty it was. Honestly, you have some nerve telling Erin that she can't cook. She literally works for a food company and helps with their central planning. Wait, that's Erin's job? She works in the food industry. Mom, I want you to go back to your house and stay there. You're not welcome at our place any longer. You can't be serious. Please tell me this is some kind of joke, right? No, this was never going to be a permanent setup, but you have clearly overstayed your welcome. Please don't do this to me. Honestly, did you really think I was just going to sit back and let you treat my wife like that? But, so, you're really going to kick me out of the house? Of course I am. But that isn't fair. How could you even say something like that to your own mother? Listen, the point is that you know this arrangement was going to be temporary. I've already told you that you've overstayed your welcome and I want you out. But that can't be right. I was planning on living out my days in this house. I was supposed to die here. What are you even saying? Did you seriously think we were going to let you do that? That was never ever going to happen. I mean, it's Erin's parents who own this place anyways. Wait, really? It is? I had no idea about that. Yes, you did. We explained all of this to you when you first moved in here. We told you that the house belonged to Aaron's parents and that you could move in with us on the condition that it was temporary and that you find your own place. Well, you have your own place, so now it's time for you to go.
But I don't understand. I thought that you and Aaron owned this house. I thought that you were making all the decisions around here.
Okay, we're just talking in circles and not getting anywhere. The important thing is that you made my wife want to stay in a hotel rather than her own home.
But that isn't my fault. I can't control what she chooses to do.
Ugh, I seriously can't believe you right now. I want you out of the house now.
Please don't be like this. I'm sure that we can talk this out, can't we?
No, it isn't going to happen. I want you to pack your bags and get out by this weekend.
That weekend, Kathy packed up her bags and moved all of her things back into her new place. While she may have cleaned out our fridge of all her food, Donnie and I were just grateful that the smell of her cooking didn't seem to linger on the house. Still, we thought it best to hire professional house cleaners before Donnie's parents returned. Donnie made sure to send his mom the bill for the cleaning service. So far, she is only paying it back in small installments. Lucky for her, she can continue cooking her nasty meals all by herself in her new house. We tried visiting once, but couldn't stand to stay there more than 15 minutes because we were suffocating in the stench of her cooking. Ever since my parents came back to live with us, we haven't seen much of Donnie's mother. But honestly, I think we both prefer it this way.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.